Good afternoon, ladies, gents, non-binary people, whoever you are.
Yep.
Peace, love, respect to you all. How are we? It's Ollie at the wheel. Archie, who's that? Archie. I like to apologise to absolutely nobody. All right, Archie. Archie wants to apologise. Archie might be a Liverpool fan.
Most of them are.
He might be.
City,
yes, bro.
Everything, man.
What's going on, Chaldry? Listen, take it, man. Take it. We can take it. Big up to every one of you joining. So I put the photo up there of this show. It's the three people who are controlling and running Man United. And it looks like we are the laughing stock of world football again.
Yep.
It's like nothing's happened. We get smashed out by our arch rival 5-0. We get smashed by City. And then we get humiliated by Leicester City. We get smashed by City. And then everybody goes on their jolly holidays.
Maybe they deserve it.
They do deserve it. Like,
they've done a lot of hard work.
Go out there and people can go fishing and do whatever they want. And then they're allowed to come back and just... Like, nothing has happened.
Nothing.
Well, the fans have been manipulated. Right now, the media... Like, for example, let me give you an example how media framing works, how media propaganda works. Right now, because it's a slow news day in terms of sport, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, what the media like to believe is that there is some serious beef between Roy Keane and Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
And now what Roy Keane said is bullying. Nobody gives the absolute damn. Why nobody talking about the bankers who control Man United? Have you asked yourself that question?
Exactly.
Why they're not talking about why Man United Football Club is the history's been put in the bin, right? All the prestige and history has been put in the bin. Today, this show today is about talking about the reality and the reality check. There's three guys who control all footballing operations at Man United. You can see the one in the back at the back is Matt Judge. The two side by side, one is Ed Woodward, the other one's Richard Arnold. That's who runs Manchester United, people. Welcome everybody.
Big up everybody.
Big up everybody.
Get the likes up.
Get the likes up, people, so more people can say it. So you let them know when this one is a podcast coming out.
Yeah, podcast 5:30, Straight Jacket podcasts. We're talking about the divided fan base at the minute, you know. The toxicity that's in the fan base. You know. Exactly. And we delve into it and we understand why.
We break it down. All of the different factors that it could be.
Yeah.
So it's coming out later. Let's get set to 50,000 people. Come on, let's go. Big up to every one of you in here. At the end of the day, guys, we can protest, not protest. We can be angry, not angry.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, the three people on the thumbnail here, the photo, run the footballing matters at this football club. And no media, all your favorites, guys, that podcast that you watch and nobody talks about it.
Yep.
It's all about individual players. It's all about that player, this player, right? And it's all about
We've lost focus, haven't we?
Exactly.
Right, get in there, seen off.
Massively.
He misses him and then he'll just start fighting. It's crazy.
The boys are rumbling. Do you want to get out there now? So do you want to be missed? Do you want to get out there? No, you stay there then. Absolute rascals. At the end of the day, none of these people will tell you the truth about where the power lies. The power is held and fully in control. And Ed Woodward, conniving, thieving, little scoundrel that he is, he's got cronies that silences people.
Absolutely.
And then everybody there is to protect what? Brands,
yeah.
Right. So Man United, it goes from the top down, innit? Top down. Everybody's about protecting the brand. So that's why you're hearing about Zinedine Zidane rumors. Like Zidane who wants to come here? And then I come on here weekly and I go, I don't want this manager. I don't want Conte. I'm like, we're not that football club anymore. Wait, I have to just wake up. It's herbal tea, it's not coffee, but I have to swallow the coffee. And you know what? This weekend, Saeed, how were you? How were you this weekend? Do you have a deep, good weekend?
Yeah, for me, listen, by the way, people that say I organized I attended the protest. Like many of people who wanted to glaze her out, or if you solely believe that you want to come and you were half-out, I just attended. So I didn't organize it. I wasn't. The police officer might have come up to him and said, you know, are you the main organizer, like he did? But I said to him, no. Because like he said to me, they're going to press charges on you.
I told you.
He told me. He came up to me. I told you. He went, are you the organizer?
Man like these be doing
went,
pro
yo.
that. He's like, hands up, don't shoot.
Don't shoot. I'm telling you, man. Black Lives Matter, man. You know what I'm saying?
Even the rest
my
of them
God,
laughing.
man.
What are you doing?
Oh my God. Put the camera.
What is he doing? Hey, Scolzy. Get down,
It's
you
all
little
going on.
rascal. It's all going up here.
It's all going on.
It's all going up. What are you doing?
How did you do that?
Climbing, mate. He's going wild.
Oh my God.
He's going wild. He's going wild. Anyway,
It's wild in this guy.
put it this way. Saeed was not under arrest. Put it this way.
Yeah.
If you ever go to a protest and the police deem know that you're organizing a protest, there is a responsibility that comes with that process. If it turns violent, you are down to be liable to be persecuted.
Absolutely. And there was a few kids that were saying, let's storm into the stadium. And I was like, no, because then again, I'm liable. And you know what I mean? We're not doing that. That's
We're not doing that. There's a lot more to protest than just turning up.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot more. But the biggest thing is because people are not, we discussed it in lengthly, so go and check out, coming out at 5 o'clock. 5:30. 5:30 this afternoon. We break it down to all the different reasons. But other than this, what's going on with the protest, where you were supposed to organize the protest. You didn't organize the protest. No. It was some kid, it's that 15-year-old kid. Who made a banner. Who made a banner. Have made it an Ollie out banner. He put his mistake out. He made it Ollie out, but Glazer out banner. By then, I understand the message would have been kind of, especially at the height of the Liverpool, the City defeat, coming after the Liverpool defeat, coming after the Leicester defeat. Absolutely, so we understand emotions are high, people. We understand that emotions are high, but to me, I had a lovely weekend because Man United didn't ruin my weekend. Yeah, but I wake up today, New Week, and then I look at it and think, what's going on? Saying Glazers have paid some big fan channels to put positive news out. Yeah, 100%, man. No, we know them. We know where they are, man. Listen, you know I mean? Listen. That would not surprise me. That would not surprise me because it's all about protecting the brand. It's all about protecting the brand. It's not anything about, and that's what it is. These three people. So look at, if you go and watch the show again, the thumbnail. Like I said, the guy at the back is Matt Judge. The guy on the right hand side is Richard Arnold, and the guy on the left hand side is Ed Woodward. These three people have run a Man United into the ground where we are the biggest laughing stock. Where to me, it's not about Ollie in. It's never been about for me. It's never been about Ollie in, Ollie out. It's always been about our football structure, and they don't want to let go of that power. And to protect their own egos and their own perception on who they are, they're not making changes. So that's why I put, being a football fan is about being excited about your football club. There's zero excitement and there's zero future. Do you know what the future is? It's no future. No. We're just going to go. We're going to go. And they don't want to sack the manager because it's the second time that they've had to they gave a manager a contract and that they might have to sack him. Yeah. And another thing as well, apparently, they don't want to sack the coaching staff. They like the setup because why? They're all yes men. They're all yes. Like I told you, jobs for the boys, Business FC. And I want to break it down for people, right? So Ed Woodward, first of all, was the guy that helped the Glazers take over this football club, right? He was the guy then who brought in his two pals who they all met at Bristol University. All together. He brought them into the football club. People don't know that, by the way. A lot of people don't know that. But the franchise, they won't tell you that. They won't tell you. These three guys all have in common. They went to Bristol, they were friends. They all studied different things, but they all went to finance and banking. And at the end of the day, that's who's in charge. That's who runs Manchester United. One day, we'll make a documentary about it. We'll go to Bristol, right? Yeah, we will do. It's a long drive, but we'll go. We'll go and make a documentary about who these people are. But these people are allowed to get away with it. And they've got too many cronies who are doing their bidding on the media. That's why this afternoon, the debate on Twitter and on social media is Harry Maguire versus Roy Keane. Exactly. It's not about Roy Keane. You know why, though? It's not about Roy Keane. Distract us from the main things. And maybe the Zidane talks are to distract you, of course. Neil Ashton, they maybe pay, of course, you know, to put get out there. Sports saying, you know what? Debate about that. We've had the Glazer protest, and you know, don't talk about that. Talk about this, and that's what they're doing. And Roy Keane, you know what I mean? It's sometimes, you know what I mean?
it's
Roy
like,
Keane, as a pundit,
Yeah.
said that's disgraceful because he's a Man United
yeah, of
captain.
course.
Right, he's a Man United. He's one of the most successful Man United captains in the history of Man United. Right, he is the most successful captain in Man United history. Right, and he's saying that's really poor thinking that he silences critic by doing this, like by him sliding and him doing that. It's embarrassing, and it is true. But now the media, the England fans in the media, are like, what's the point? I don't know why. It's bullying. Roy Keane's bullying him. But Roy Keane, I ain't got that big boy shoes in it, so he'll never come out and go, Man United fans, the people who run this football club are the real enemies of their fans. The reason where we are is because of these, because they're not willing to give the power up. They're not willing to give the power up to footballing people to make the footballing decisions. They're not. I talk about, I want Den Haag, I want this. Why would Den Haag want to come with these bankers? What can these bankers tell Den Haag? Ten Hag's got Overmars as his director of football. Our legendary keeper, Edwin van der Sar, as his CEO. They all understand football. They're all footballing people. Look what Ajax are doing. At the end of the day, guys, we're here to talk about things where the media are not going to talk about. They're not going to talk about. They're not.
And that's the reality, you know what I mean? And that's why, for me, when I was going there, I wasn't bothered about the numbers. I wasn't bothered about. I was just wanting to get the message out there. And a lot of people, they now have apathy.
I just want to come back to Don Leonard. What have you said to Saeed that made him block it?
No, he does. Can you ask Saeed why he blocks people's comments for no reason? I was kind of the comments, but I got blocked. He blocked my friend. But there must have been a reason. I don't stop block people for no reason.
He don't block people for no reason.
No, trust me, bro.
If you're disparaging and just being horrible, and you get excited with your friends, then people get blocked.
But then that's how it is.
That's how it is.
It's not nothing thingy. Yeah, exactly. For me, you know what it is, It's I don't think the fan base is united enough to do anything. I'm not even, honestly, to even turn up for, let's say there was a meeting about the Glazers, and I don't even think they would turn up for that, you know. I don't even think. Ollie going on there.
Love Jeff. Big up Jeff.
Oh, gosh.
They'd be training through Zoom. Go on, just like the lockdown.
Showing them a game at Old Trafford back in the day,
my God.
20 years ago, you know. But, you know, for me, I honestly, let's get it straight, Maguire. Well, he's bust the case, though, hasn't he?
He has. He's won a game, mate. Yeah, man. Listen, at the end of the day, it is what it is, people. There we go. Did you see Avram Glazer saying Ronaldo was 16 when he came to United? Hey, bro, they're all making it up along.
For the boys, isn't it? They don't know what they're talking about.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's literally like, you know, he says things and it's like, I'm looking at it thinking, you'd rather just not speak at all. You'd rather just go into the ghost of silence and, you know.
Exactly. There we go. They're blacklisting writers from the press conference.
Absolutely.
Of course they are.
Then when Flex was in the press conference, and they went, what did they say to him? Oh, I forgot what they said.
Yeah, they said, this guy's a YouTuber. He's not a proper journalist or whatever.
Journalist, exactly.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
You know,
That's how it works.
Nowadays, you have to go to university to become a journalist.
Yeah.
Anyone can be a journalist now. You know, when if there's a thing on the street, what happens when you take a video? What does the journalist say? Can we please use this video and we'll give you credit? So in reality, everyone is a journalist. You know, because if you report on it.
Oh, there we go. Is that breaking news, DB? Man, are close to finalising details of a new fan share scheme. United are in an advanced stage of talks about the initiative. Oh, is that what's going on? Is that what's going on?
What is this fan share scheme, though?
What
is it? A 50+1 rule? What is it, though? I want to know what it is.
And are these shares real shares?
Exactly.
Are they real shares where people have the real kind of power on the shares, and the shares matter, and that the fans hopefully one day will be able to over the Glazers? No, right? Stop chasing each other and calm down. Make some mad noises.
But you know the thing is, though, when you have that, do you have a definitive say in the football club? Do you then say we advise you to have footballing people in charge?
There we go. Alan Tenno said, "Dollar, tell me what video it was on, and I'll look at it." I'm a mod for Saeed. See, he'll sort it out. Sort it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So for me, smoke screen, mate. Smoke screen it is. James Bollow, I think, like I said to you, Ollie out with the results have shown that Ollie's Ollie out himself.
Everyone knows.
So it's not even about that for me. Hello, Saturday. What's Ollie's future? Ollie's future is dead man walking, mate.
Dead man walking.
He's been humiliated by them because he wants to hold on for that 7 million payout or whatever it is, 10 million payout.
And he's only in the job because of the incompetence of the board.
That's it.
And that's why I think you don't know it yet. Secretly, I believe that the fans.
I love the way they break. Why are they breaking that news? I want to see what Must say this, because Must have to come out against this, because this is to appease the fans again.
Absolutely.
This is another thing now. What they're saying.
But why is it about European Super League fiasco? Why are we still going on about the European Super League? I thought this is about the future of Man United.
It's not.
But there you go. There's not.
There we go, guys. Glazers have put these bankers in charge. Glazers don't care. They just want their dividends money. Dividends money, right? And Yafu, we talked about it. It's a distraction. Keane and Maguire, it's a distraction.
Absolutely.
We're talking about the bankers. The real issue at this football club. 3 guys who work in the banking industry have football control and make the football decisions at this football club. Nobody wants to talk about it.
No.
Nobody. I'll sort it out. All of the YouTube, you know who they are, the big fan channels. No one will talk about it. They don't want to talk about it because they want access. They want access.
Yep.
Right? And somebody says now they've been paid. Some of them have been paid not to come out against them. That's what it is.
That's all you need to know.
That's all it says.
You know the thing is as well.
And to me, that wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. So this Maguire-Keane thing is a distraction. Yeah. It is a massive distraction. It's to go, Man United fans over here. So last night and this morning, what's trending? Zidane was learning English, but you don't want to come and manage in England.
No.
He's waiting for the French. Why would he want to come to Man United with the way it is? By bankers telling Zidane who to sign and who not to sign.
Who to sign?
You might be able to tell Ollie, but this Zinedine Zidane.
Zidane maybe would have said to Ronaldo, "No, I don't want Ronaldo. I've had my time. I've seen the best of Ronaldo. I don't want. I want a defensive midfielder."
Listen,
but they would have said, "Oh, he doesn't make us money, defensive midfielder.
Exactly.
We want Ronaldo who makes us money."
Exactly. At the end of the day, there we go. Ali A just said PR machine. That PR machine is spreading into the big YouTube channels and the big Twitter channels and Instagram channels. It's spreading to that because they're all being, all of them have been, all of them
indoctrinated, man.
Indoctrinated, and all of them have been because they get access and they're going to film. They're going to film outside of on the pitch because they know the players.
You know what I mean?
So I'm this is what they say about this fake care stuff, right? Only if I say to him, Gary Neville's been protecting his friend above Man United, right? Which is totally wrong. Man United should be the first, right? But he said a moment. He said the people who make the football decision don't have experience in football. That clip's not out there. At the end of the day, Rio Ferdinand coming out. If I saw Ferdinand, I used to share a barber with him. He used to go to Richie's just down the road down here. I would tell him straight up, like, listen, Rio, tell the truth about the bankers, bro. The bankers that you were bigging up. The bankers that you were bigging up. You took time out on your own channel talking about Ed Woodward, how he got the deal done, how he pushed it to get the deal done, exactly. Ronaldo deal done. So why are you not talking about him, about how he's running his football club? How he's running? No, because you've been silenced. And that was the guy, Rio Ferdinand. I remind you, because this came from your own mouth. I remind you, you said he came and sat next to you and said, Rio, we're not giving you a new contract. You're done.
There you go.
He came in the dressing room. You are a Man United captain. You're one of the senior players of Man United. The guy came and sat next to you in the dressing room and said, Rio, your time's done, mate. You're done out here. And now you're making it out like you're protecting him. You're protecting him. You're all protect the brand because it pays to be a legend of Man United. Because it pays to be associated with legends of Man United. It pays. Me and Saida are here. A lot of fans out here. We don't care about brands. We don't care about PR spin. We care about telling the truth about who runs this football club and why we are the way it is. Why there's a toxicity among the fan base.
But nobody wants to talk about it, man. You know what I mean? There's something about 10 millions in share. This is
what's it out here?
I forgot what it was. Someone I think
the thing it might have been up there. I think it might have been a bit more up.
Yeah, just looking for it. Yeah, someone comment again about the 10 million in share, but they say they're offering 10 million in share. But again, Nuruddin,
What is that going to do?
What I don't understand.
What is that going to do?
What I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. The level of negotiation, Nuruddin.
They chose this specifically to distract from what the issues at this football club. How a manager was sent on a holiday for 9 days is a distract. Look, the Keane Maguire thing, distraction. It's because they're like, oh, people don't fall for that. Now, the Zinedine Zidane rumours, and then it's so pathetic, Saeed, that Zinedine Zidane, well. Listen, the Zinedine Zidane rumours, right, was a Times article, which then the Germans translated to German, then the British then translated that German article to English to go, oh, it's coming from Germany. That is Neil Ashton. You can't make that shit up. So this thing now about the shares, why do you think they didn't put it out on yesterday, the day before? They're choosing Monday because why? The manager's back in and the players are back in. So how do we take the energy away from that? How do we distract? You don't think they're sitting there? People's jobs are that. Neil Ashton's jobs is, how do I do smoke and mirrors? Smoke and mirrors. How do I do spin? And don't get distracted. Stay focused, people. The shares are not going to be what you think. All of a sudden, Man United fans are not going to have a share to say, we need these footballing people to run the footballing side of this.
It won't be to that level.
It's not.
So that's what I'm saying. What's the point of negotiating then? You might as well be on the opposite side and say, you know what? I get this.
But you can negotiate and go, you know what? I want you out. Because you're not good for the benefit of this football club.
Yep.
You're not good for the benefit. And the biggest thing for me, I won't be even asked about the shares. I'll be like, can you put footballing people in charge of the football in this club? Forget shares. Put the footballing people today.
The ones that get the shares, though.
Get Raniak in now. The guy wants to come to Man United. He wants to take control and wants to build an approach. Then we can get excited about a project like that. But they don't want to do that. All of this is PR spin, people. PR and PR and PR.
This is it, man.
This is it. Akil P. Glazers don't want directors for us. They think they will lose some control. No, the bankers, Akil. The bankers don't want that. They're telling the Glazers, no, we don't want this. Glazers just ask about the dividends and the money. The bankers are telling, no, we need to be in control. We're making you money. And at the end of the day, that's what it is. The Glazers don't care who's in charge of the football as long as it makes them. As long as it makes them money. And that's the reason why. So it's not just the Glazers, it's the bankers.
I'm just reading the tweet here. Look at this tweet. Look at this. That's it. Is it a GPR? Make sure you're not exploiting people as part attempt to come to a failure. So you got people investigating me.
For what?
For some GPDR or something like that.
What does that mean?
It's saying
safeguarding.
Safeguarding, yeah. So saying, you see, because I work in safeguard, I have a vested interest in ableism and a working knowledge of GPDR and making sure you are not exploiting people as a port attempt to cover up a failure. What
failure is this?
Failure of the club. So they're saying I'm exploiting the people as a result of as a cover up for the failure. Check it out, people. The tweet.
Like
Slade Sarah.
Okay, so what is she saying? I don't understand.
Okay. She said,
have you interacted with this person?
No.
Do you know who this person is?
No, I don't know.
And she's talking about you, really, right?
Yeah. So basically,
she's talking about you.
There's people.
What's their follow-up to? So what are the people replying to her saying?
Because I don't know. People are just saying, I don't know. She just saying you're distracted from the point. So let me read a tweet out to people. So she said, "You see, Saeed TV. I work in safeguarding and have a vested interest in
ableism.
Ableism
means that it's people who basically people are disabled, isn't it? Like ableism is. Let me just Google it so I get it perfectly. Yeah. I don't want to just make it up. Ableism. Ableism.
Yeah.
Ableism. Okay. Ableism means discrimination favor able-bodied people. We're fed up with ableism, women. So basically, ableism is people you discriminate against. Discrimination against is the norms against people who are disabled, people who got mental and physical and health
Okay.
different disabilities.
I'm making sure.
So
you're
what
not
have you
exploiting-
done? What is she accusing you of? We don't understand.
I'm making
But
sure
before you're accused, you have to know. Before you're
Exactly.
charged, you have to know what you've been accused.
a working knowledge of GPR. I'm making sure you're not
GPR
exploiting-
means that it's safeguarding means that you're not letting somebody's information get out there.
I'm making sure you're not exploiting people as a poor attempt to cover up a failure.
Like because saying that you're
I'm exploiting the
exposing
people.
So I think what she's trying to mean is that the kid who made up this protest, you're putting his information out there. No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not. So that I think that's what she's trying to get at.
So look at this.
It's
You know,
ridiculous.
you never know. This person could be working with the Glazers.
Exactly.
You never know.
That's a Neil Ashton's burner
I'm
account.
telling you, man. You know what? Yeah, I'm telling you right now, people. They're coming after us. I'm not even kidding you, man. These Glazers are coming. You know why? So basically, if we're on the opposite side, if we're against them, what will they do, Nordin?
Anything. They want to bring about anything.
They will write about anything.
Here we go. Ableism is the discrimination and the social prejudice against people with disabilities based on belief that typical abilities are superior. It's how ableism is rooted in the assumption disabled people require fixing, and it defines people by their disability.
Oh
so
my
this
God.
is this
You know,
is what
you know
it
the
is.
irony is, I used to work with kids with autism. You know,
Like you're a teacher, yeah.
I
You
used
were
to
a
be a
teacher.
teacher.
Yeah.
So I would never ever discriminate
Like,
or
yeah,
kind of take advantage when I worked with them for 4 or 5
So this
years.
is the Neil Ashton's better. As we're talking,
You know what,
people,
man?
Distraction FC. You saw all you do shout and yell.
Yeah, man.
that's
Listen,
my left side.
they're coming at you now.
Bro, JB, listen to me. I said, if you hear what was said, if you watch the last podcast,
Yeah.
I said I want to get behind the movement and I want to protest on match days to get more visibility. These people, I'm never going to stop anybody from going out there protesting, but I was never backing that, bro. I was never backing that. I know I already explained the reason. If it's not good enough, you just got to suck it up, bro.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I have been on, since the day the Glazers have walked into this football club, I've been in more protests than you've been on this planet, pal. So, suck on that, right?
Oh, my God.
Nobody can ever. That's why I set up even a channel to talk about, and still I need to educate people because people think it's about Ollie, or it's about the manager, or it's about this coach, or it's about this player. It isn't. It's about these three people who have the power. So educate yourself. Educate yourself, bro.
Absolutely.
Here, and everybody come fire your shots.
But the main
people.
thing is, though, that's why, again, we're talking about unity in terms of... okay, let me see this question here. Yeah, this can I said this in the podcast as well, yeah. But what happened was when we had our protest, yeah, it was when the megastore was active, right? And everyone came out the megastore with their bags, as you know.
Yeah,
and
but people can.
There was a young kid, and what they try to do is these reporters, they try and get the person who's got the merch on, so that you know what they because they're reporting to kind of almost make
undermine, because they're working. They're working.
They're working. And again, by the way, people, on that day, yeah, I don't know who's who.
Exactly.
I don't know who's who.
Listen,
who's reporting for the Glazers? Who's reporting for the? I'm just looking at them thinking, there was only one thing I did here. It was from one guy from Salford University, and I knew him beforehand because I seen him beforehand at games, and I was like, right, you're verified now. You know, what I mean, you passed the checks. But everyone else, I was like, nah, I'm not interviewing, please. I'm not doing that. No. Sorry.
And what did he say?
Hey,
what did you say? The kid from Salford.
The kid that came out the ground. Yeah. He came out the ground. Came out the mega store with his bag, with the kit on, and he ran towards the protest because you know why? He felt like he wanted to be part of something. Yeah. But he didn't understand it. And that's what
But that's what I'm saying. Listen.
But people are demonizing him. He's online. He's on social media getting, vilified.
That's not. And that's how they accusing you of that as well. Like, what have you done to set that up?
But there you go. I didn't. I just, again,
you just attended a protest.
A lot of people is education. But not many people are.
But so what? Okay, so when you watch these other channels, why are you not inundating them, asking them, right? If you care about Man United, when you're watching these other channels, ask them why don't they talk about the football? Why don't they talk about the people who are in charge of this football club?
Because why?
Why don't they interview people who are critical? People like Mikel Delaney. How come you don't see Mikel Delaney being interviewed in these YouTube big channels?
Maybe we should get him on this podcast if we can email him. Maybe we should do that. Get him on the United Real Therapy.
We get him and tell him to explain and talk about this.
Yeah, about
talk
sports
about
washing, about everything.
Yes, to talk about it. At the end of the day,
I made the
these
banner.
people.
I made that banner.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Again, on the back of my own back. You know what I mean? Nobody came with banners, nothing. So
Exactly.
end of the day, yeah.
At the end of the day, Saeed, what have you learned from this protest?
Exactly.
That if people are not united, there's no point in people protesting.
And I'm not doing it again unless it's just properly organized.
Unless, to me, match days are more because the fans are already there.
Yeah.
Do a walkout. That's what I called for. But nobody's united. Like I said, if some of these big channels are under the club's pay because they're all protecting their access journalism, they're protecting the access they're getting from the football club.
Because when you see them get the Laurie Whitwells and all that, and these guys work with their club.
They work with the club to put out PR and spin. They do. Nobody will come out against them. Nobody. Because they know that means you don't get the access.
Yeah.
Look at that brother. What's his name? Carl something.
Yeah.
He asked Ollie about the coach. Yeah.
Anchor.
Yeah. He asked about the coaching. When did the last time you saw him?
None. I didn't see him again. But they won't even allow people like Flex to be in there and not feel comfortable. So then what gives you the hope that we could get in there one day? You know, as a freelance journalist, when you look at other countries, right, you see that even actual freelance journalists going in. You know that, Nurdin?
Yeah, exactly.
Freelance journalists going in the press conferences and asking questions.
Exactly.
But
exactly, and you know what? That's why on a human level, I worry about him because he's been left hung out to dry.
Well, he's been told to go on holiday. But he was like, yeah, you know what, I'll take the holiday.
Because he wants $7 million payout.
Yeah, he wants that. Now it's more than ever now he wants
that money because you would walk away. You would stay, go in that training ground and try to correct the errors, have a style of play input.
But the problem
they don't want to do that. And you know what? Not all the players that went international, you know that.
I know most of them weren't though. That's the problem. Most of them weren't. There's only a few, you know. Most of them weren't.
At the end of the day, Liverpool walked out as for the 77th because they were United fans, not United as divided. Of course they were, bro.
And that's why we said it in the podcast. Manchester United divided FC. That's what we are right now.
Yeah.
We're not at the. And the problem is, a lot of people have got egos. They want to
exactly. Rascals.
Yeah, the thing that happened with Flex is he was saying an interview.
He was in the press conference. He got into that absolute muppet, right? Who writes for the Evening News, what used to be a proper newspaper back in the day. Now it's just an advertising channel. That's what always that's an advertising page.
Yeah,
right. He basically had to go at Flex saying that why can you come here and ask questions? This is supposed to be for journalists. And he's making out like he's some serious journalist.
And they called him like a fan or something, or kind of a. He basically tried to undermine him.
Basically. Yeah. It's a question some people are asking you.
No. It's not until like Thursday. We're back.
There we go. Yeah. There we go. What do you take from the walkout? Because my eyes, Man United commercial signings, none for the benefit of the team. They make most world football closely ahead of Peter. Of course. Real Madrid, as they was up. Yeah, listen, because that's what Ed Woodward wants. That's Ed Woodward's legacy, is to get people who can bring more advertising revenue to this football club than signing footballers who are actually going to further the Man United.
I think the biggest thing which can get the Glazers to walk is the United fan base united. I'm telling you now, if everyone was united right now, we would have a fan base. We would have the Glazers literally scared and thinking, hold on a minute, bloody hell, they all hate us now. Not just one sector. They're all coming for us. We can feel it in the ground. We can feel it everywhere. We can feel it. And that's the problem. And I don't think anyone, you know what I mean, you should plan a walkout.
No, you're going to need more than that.
You're going to need more than that, man. You're going to need
you know who the channels are. You know who the channels are, man.
Yeah, you need more than that. And the problem is, it's not enough because everyone's like, well, I don't get along with him. I don't really get along with that person.
Here we go. This is so I can't say Bagat. It's a surname. Howson blocked me after going on about the Glazers and Ollie. He works for the Glazers, I'm sure. Well, to me, I have no evidence, but all I know is that you're not getting to go and film outside on the outside of the pitch and that without. It's just one of those things. You don't do it. You can't be critical.
We can't do it.
We can't do it. We can't. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if he's in the hands. I would like to think he's not because I remember him being in that protest, the anti-Glazer protest, all those years. I remember him being there. So I remember Howson being in that protest, right? Being in the protest against the Glazers and the owners. I remember that. But he can't come out and say because he's working with Rio and Rio is there to protect the brand. It's not about that. So that's why Rio will never come out against Ed Woodward. Even though Ed Woodward, this is the guy who won the European Cup, lifted the European Cup and Man United. He's done more for Man United as a captain, blood, sweat and tears. Played even when he's had back problems. Played out there. And Ed Woodward sits next to him. You're no longer here, mate. You're no longer here. That's what happened. But then there you are, because of money and access and the brand, Rio's there defending Ed Woodward. And Gary Lineker calls himself a football man as well. He's there. Gary Lineker understands the pain that we're in. But people hate Man United, don't they? Like other from other teams. Because Man United damaged them. You speak about Gary Lineker, how many times he won at Old Trafford? How many times Tottenham got smacked? That's why he's entertaining Ed Woodward at his house and having dinner online. If you're a true football fan and you were a fan of football, you wouldn't entertain and become friends with somebody who's destroying a football club.
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
No.
You wouldn't. But it's all about protect the brands. Protect the brands. Friendship here. Do me a favor. No. If Ed Wood wanted to be my friend, I'd spit in his face, mate. I would. Get the hell out of this football club. So I don't want to see Ollie out. If you want to be anybody out, Woodward out, Arnold out, Judge out. That's the message from this podcast.
But the worst thing is that Edward is still staying.
He's going to be a consultant now. Softly. Consultant, mate. Basically consulting on football decisions, mate. Because Richard Arnold don't know what he's doing. So it's like, oh, I know what I'm doing, so I'm going to be consulting. I'll help you. I'll help you. It's been a disaster, people.
It's a blind leading the blind, isn't it?
I've always said to you guys, Man United are not, and no point of ever organizing a protest if listen, well, let's read it out.
Already your rhetoric.
It's not a rhetoric, mate. I've been on a protest, mate.
About the Glazers really tiring.
It's tiring. It's not about the Glazers. Listen, it's about the bankers, first of all.
Why do you want to move to? Why do you want to move a mountain if you can move a rock? If the rock is between you and the mountain.
Nah, mate. But that's what I was saying to him. That this is where you don't get it. You don't get it, do you? Because we will be 2 years' time. We'll be another manager out, and then the next manager out after that. But you don't get that. How can you stop the cancer? You stop it at the source.
Yeah.
At the source. That's who they are. That's who they are. At the end of the day, the fan base and these big YouTube channels that you guys are following are being silenced because it's all about the product. It's all about protecting the brand. That's what it's all about. So I want to ask you guys, if you want to, why you're not asking them? Why are you not asking them? Why are you not asking? Why don't they do a show about the people who run and make the football decision at this football club?
This comment here, Tyrone, I honestly, I think the protest doesn't work. I know none of them will say if it's United, but I want to know what people.
We can put pressure. We can put pressure.
A lot of people need to understand what you're protesting for. You know when they say what are you fighting for?
Yeah.
What are you protesting for? And that I felt like the Super League. It was a Super League purpose.
Specific, yeah. And it wasn't the Glazers. It was because they were the Glazers happened to be the people, the forefront
of the Super League. Once that Super League went and we got Ronaldo, and obviously you get me, I was still wearing my Glazers scarf, and everyone says, "Oh well, it's just a Glazers scarf." But I was there to say, no matter what, win, lose or draw, it still Glazers out, because people will say to me, "What, you got your Norwich scarf on?" Or they'll try and like laugh around you. When I wore it on Don Rugby Studio, they were like, "What do you mean you've got Ronaldo and all that?" I said, "No matter what," I said, and people, the videos are there, by the way. Win, lose or draw, I said it's Glazers out, because to the detriment of our football club, we want to have it. You know what I mean? Do you get what I'm trying to say, though, Nuruddin? It's that we want them out no matter what. But the problem is, though, do people want them out, or do they just want a new manager, or do they want a new
people
shiny
think
toy?
No, exactly. It's a shiny toy,
yeah.
And this is where it goes to. That's what Joey's saying here. And 100%, Kelly. How can someone as incompetent as Woodward be the CEO of a top football club with no conditionals either?
Yeah.
It's a joke. It is, because he helped the Glazers take over the football club.
Yeah,
he's from JB Morgan. That's where he's from. Nuruddin's only doing to garner more support since people are against Ollie or even the Glazers out. I honestly just want a better football. So let's start from there. Well, the better football is not coming because you need to have a football structure to have a better football.
As a football director will.
A football director would. Ranić is happy to come to Man United and to help Man United get back to playing good football and hire coaches. But they don't want that. They don't want to give the footballing power to a footballing person. Let that sink into you. They don't want to give the power of the footballing decisions at this football club to a football person. They rather keep it to bankers. I'm not even talking about the Glazers. I'm talking about the bankers. The Glazers have put them in charge and it keeps the dividends flowing. So the Glazers don't care whether United are successful or not on the football pitch. All they care about is dividends money coming in.
Absolutely.
And more commercial revenue coming in. More team viewer money coming in. They don't care. So this is why. And that's why I have to do sense.
That comment there makes, exactly. You know, it makes sense for you to have that ex-legend. The amount of ex-legend they fit in already, it's beyond me. It wouldn't surprise me if Steve Bruce gets a call now. I said, you know what?
Yeah, ambassador, be an ambassador. How do you do that? You shut them up, pay them, get them on a wage, shut them up.
Shut them up.
Shut them up.
And then they could go on Sky Sports and then be a pundit.
That's it.
And then, and then they can get involved in that, know.
It pays to be a United legend. It pays.
Absolutely.
It pays. It pays to be a YouTube channel that's associated with footballers who are protecting the bankers. It pays, people. Because majority of fans are just like, oh, well, we can't really change it. Yes, we can. If we unite, we can. If we can highlight how bad they are. So that's why Woodward out needs to trend again instead of making it all about Ollie. It's not about Ollie. We already know he can't do but he can't do it. He can't. He can't
not
do it
anymore. Yeah, I get this one as well. For me personally, I don't buy any merchandise. My season ticket, the reason why I've got a season ticket is because I feel like I need to have that voice within the stadium. And I don't want my season ticket going to another person
who's not going to have a voice to tell the truth.
And is happy to kind of almost...
Who's not going to tell the truth.
And he's not going to tell the truth. And also, Nordin, to happy to then spend on the thing. And you know that legacy fan that they're talking about? And that's the problem.
There we go. Yeah, Daniel Adrian, unpopular opinion. Alex Ferguson's main problem. Well, he's not, to me, I don't think he is, me personally. He's somebody who nearly lost his life. He's just there as that ambassadorial role.
Well, they're toying him around. They
roll him out. They roll him out when they need to. They roll him out.
They put him in the cameras. You know, they
roll him out.
I feel like the reason why journalists are silent because they're getting sponsorship access to the information, to the perk, the event. Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you a story now. Man United directly contacted me. One of the guys, he's a producer for Man United, contacted me about to do a show on Man United TV. Right, Nordin? Yeah. And I said, no. I said, I don't want to do that because at the end of the day, it goes against all my beliefs. And I did that and I stopped it. Because at the end of the day, I don't believe I should be working with a club that I want to get them out. Do you get it, Nordin? And I shouldn't do that. So at the end of the day, Nordin, I'm not getting involved in that.
Where is he then? More than ever when he's needed now. Where is he?
Yeah.
He's never. Tell me what qualifications John Mater got as a director of football.
Since Moyes days.
Since Moyes. But tell me what has he got? Sean Cosman.
Yeah.
No.
What has he got?
Listen, that was then. Dean Simon, big up Nuruddin. Thoughts on Harry Beckenbauer celebration? Some guy.
Listen, we don't talk about that.
Listen, Saeed has washed his hands, to be fair to him. He's like, this guy is a clown, mate. To me, he's never been a Man United captain, but it's not about him because he's been put in a position where he can do this to take the mick out of United fans as well. Yeah. When he's on England duty, because he knows that the England fans will back him up. But it's a distraction again. Dean Simon, it's a distraction again. We know Harry Maguire is not a Manchester United captain, right? If Man United will run properly. If Man United run properly.
We need, but can we get it?
No, we can't. Because they don't want to give the power.
Yeah.
That's why I put them in the thumbnail. They don't give the power. That's why we are We're not Man United anymore. We're Bankersfc, mate. That's who we are. So me talking about, I don't want Rodgers. I don't want, I want Ten Hag. I don't want Conte. All of this is irrelevant. It's irrelevant because we're not that football club. We were a traditional club that had history of being winners. That's the United way, people. Winning, playing good football. Absolutely. All of that's been stripped. At the end of the day, the chickens have come home to roost, mate.
Yeah.
And this is who we are.
And the fish rots at the top.
Fish always rots on the top. And you know what? We'll go to a bit of international news.
Yeah,
it's been interesting.
Let's get it up. Let's
get it up.
Portugal.
Here. What a shot that was!
Crazy. Big up Serbia. You know Serbia, yeah. I feel like they've always had a good team, even throughout the whole years. Yeah, they've always had a good team loaded, but they've always been like the kind of team where they've underachieved. Yeah. You know, they've always had Ivanovic. You know, they've had. I just want to give. I'm
just going to give a massive kind of I want to give a bit of historical context. Serbia, Montenegro, Bosnia, all of them were all under Yugoslavia, the former Yugoslavia.
Oh, yeah, Yugoslavia.
They were part of it. They always produced amazing ballers. That part of Eastern Europe, all of them, Boban, they always produced brilliant ballers. But did what they did last night, and I just feel so sorry for Ronaldo. From 1-0 down, I feel so sorry for Ronaldo, right?
Someone say Bun Serbia. Yeah, obviously for political reasons, yes.
Yeah. Listen, but they're a football team. They're a football team, man. What they did last night by that Portugal, that win, they qualified for the World Cup. Portugal now has to go on. So is Italy. So Italy, Portugal, Scotland, I think another team, a couple of other teams, Switzerland. All these games have to be in a playoff. And now it's not just a playoff where two teams play each other. Now it's a semi-final, then a final. Yeah. So you have to play 2 extra games.
Would you? Let me ask you a question. Yeah, if they said that Portugal manager's coming or keep Oli, would you have? Because that Portugal manager is playing some terrorist football, mate. I'm telling you, that manager is awful, man.
It's absolutely awful. No, Saeed, I'm telling you, I'd rather keep Oli because I know what I'm getting. I'd rather give what I'm getting. I won't keep none of them. I will have none of them. I'll have none of them. But crimes against football, like that guy, like you know what I mean. The biggest thing is like he leaves Man United to go international to go and beat. Since 2013, that record stood.
Yeah,
never been beaten at home in a World Cup qualifier.
Yeah,
and they were beating Portugal. And at the end of the day, Italy, because Italy, just the European champions, might not qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah,
Portugal might not. Holland. Switzerland.
England might win then.
No, Chad. Brazil and Argentina. Argentina are on fire, mate.
Argentina
are on fire.
And Brazil.
Yeah,
you know, Brazil. Listen, it's about time South America won something, man. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they... Because you know what? I feel like with South America, they know how to win. Like, they're on it. You feel me? Like...
Listen, we're toxic. I mean? Listen, J Socials, we're toxic. We destroy careers at Man United. We destroy managers' reputations. We destroy players. We destroy everything. We're toxic because we don't have a football structure that wants to win football. Instead, we've got football structure that wants to just bring in commercial revenue and give more money to them. Yeah, listen, the African qualifiers is interesting as well. Ghana obviously qualified.
Yeah, Ghana. Algeria. Let me just
get this, Saeed. Listen,
let's say African.
Let me just say teams that qualified.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that one, the top.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the list. There we go. People who have qualified. I mean, England need a point. People are. What are you doing, you? Get down. Sorry, let me get this.
Yeah, you just get them in order, man.
Let me bring this rascal in now because I know who it is. It's Scholes. It's always him.
Right, teams that have qualified.
What are you doing?
Denmark
qualified.
Yeah. Brazil. France.
Yes.
Belgium.
Yes.
Croatia. Modric's going to be 38 by the time he gets to that World Cup.
Amazing.
Spain. I'm surprised, man.
Spain qualified. Yeah. What? Morata last minute winner.
Yeah.
Sweden last night.
Serbia.
Yeah.
If England win tonight, they'll qualify. Argentina
qualified.
Nobody from Asia can confirm their birth just yet.
That's it.
CONCACAF, the identify of Africa's 5 representatives at the World Cup won't be revealed until CONCACAF third and final qualified is completed in March.
So yeah, we're waiting in March, but there are Ghana, one of the teams that qualified.
And CONCACAF's 8-team third qualifying group, the United States, Mexico and Canada occupy 3 World Cup places with 7 places get to be played, and OFC World Cup and qualifiers yet to begin in Oceania.
Yeah,
Wow.
Oceania, yeah.
Is that like Panama and that? All?
Yeah, all those little teams, yeah. So at the end of the day, Qatar definitely. Italy not even qualified. Italy
Congo,
not qualified.
have they qualified?
Not yet. But to
Aaron,
me,
man.
we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait to see what. But Portugal, the teams that who could be in this playoff are Portugal, Holland,
Sweden,
Switzerland,
yeah, Austria,
Italy,
yeah.
And now it's not just people to understand. Back in the day, the playoff
Oh,
used to be just
Italy
one
win
game.
today, they're okay.
Okay.
And if Holland wins as well, they're
Okay.
okay. But Holland are playing behind closed doors against who? Norway, Haaland. And I want to see Haaland in the tournament. Sorry about that, people.
Saeed was like, get me out of here. Come on, Mexico. Mexico. I love Mexico.
Get the likes up, man.
Yeah, man. Get the likes up, people. Get the likes up. This little rascal here, it's been absolutely damaging. Why are you so naughty? Because you're overtired, aren't you? He's overtired, and he's just so absolute naughty, Scosey. Hey, why are you so naughty when you're overtired? You're staying here now. You're staying with me a little. You're not going anywhere. Because I know that you're not tearing the flat apart then. But yeah, Holland, Van Dijk, Saeed. Haaland versus Van Dijk. Oh, yeah. Haaland, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But the way that Holland got done, oh my word, they were cruising 2-0.
I know.
Bang, bang.
Van Gaal was like,
what's going on?
He took off De Jong for no reason.
I had to come back to the drawing board, mate. Gobsmack Ollie's still here.
But that's what he used to do, though, isn't it? When he used to have that 1-0, he used to revert back to that, you know what I mean? The rigid formation, man. Of course. Van Gaal was a weird era, man. It was like, I like some of his bits, but then I also dislike some of his bits.
Yeah, here we go. Look, Oceania, 4, 5 CAF, Africa, 5 CONCACAF, North, Central America, Caribbean, and 3 CONMEBOL, South America,
4 or 5
Oceania, and then like on UEFA European, it's like 13 in it plus the host. Yeah. So it's going to be a big World Cup, mate.
Big World Cup. Is there more than ever does this one?
I think so. I think there might be more. Yeah. Italy never dies. Of course, he never dies. Italia. Of course. Listen, of course he never dies. But if they win tonight, but it's gone to the last game in it to decide. So Holland and Italy can qualify. But we already read out the people who qualified already. So the teams will recap for people, yeah? Teams who qualified already.
I'll tell you that now. So it's... so Qatar will be there, obviously.
Yeah, Qatar.
Germany. Denmark. Brazil. France. Belgium. Croatia. Spain. Serbia.
Yeah, that's the qualifiers.
Argentina.
Yeah. England are going to qualify.
And then some of the
I mean, I'll be shocked if San Marino tonight England play.
San Marino, yeah.
I'll be so shocked if San Marino beat England tonight. Oh my God, that would be the craziest.
What's it, 6 a.m. in LA? Yo, big up, man. Good morning,
Andrew. Big up yourself, bro.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's these bankers who run our football club who are taking the mick. Mm-hmm. So educate yourselves on the people who run. Don't just ask about what the decisions that have been made on the football pitch, what's going on a football pitch. It is together. If the back is like, for example, if you don't go and do your homework, Saeed, and you don't do your revision, you turn up on an exam. What's the exam going to be? What are you going to do in the exam?
Maybe look at the sky. That's what I used to do sometimes.
Exactly. And that's what's happening, Man United. At the back time, there's no revision, there's no preparation, there's no doing your homework. And what happens? We get exposed against our biggest rivals.
Ain't that right, Scosey?
Scosey, tell the truth. Glazers out, Scosey. Are you one of the pundits that's being paid? Tell the truth about the Glazers, you little rascal. Tell the truth about the Glazers. Yeah. Talk about the bankers who run this football club. World Cup's going to be very interesting. What's going to be one of the?
Hopefully, I can be there. Hopefully, we can be there. Hopefully. Man, it'll be a beautiful, man.
If we can go there, oh my God! But to be fair, if I was going there, I'm talking about the human rights abuses because there's no sugarcoating here, innit? No sugarcoating here, mate. No sugar.
No, right, go, let's go.
I'll be getting arrested. Trust me, man. I'll be going and I'll be talking to the Asian people there
as well. What's he doing there?
Oh my God! You know what I mean? Oh, but that's what I was saying to you. Money. So he is a UNICEF ambassador, yeah.
Can you believe the irony?
It's all about money. It's exposure. Qatar, they won't let me in Qatar anyway, people. So they might let Saeed, but they won't let me in. But they might question Saeed and go,
You're associated with that guy that's been talking about why we do sports washing.
Out there, you can't come
Exactly.
here. You can't. At the end of the day, if they let me in, I'm going to go and interview the people who built these stadiums in Qatar.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to go and do. That's what I'm going to do. And expose the human rights atrocities that are committed there. Exactly the same here. Exactly the same here.
Being naughty.
Skulls being naughty. Naughty's not the word.
Mate, I've been here, and honestly, the last 2 hours, mate, they've been running around. What did you feed them in the morning?
Overtired. They're overtired. I got up early. I was out and about. And you know what? I fed them. And they're just been on hyper. They're just too hyper. Because I think they slept really well last night.
Yeah, they must have.
They slept really well.
That day when they had the jab, man, that was, honestly.
When you saw
they were just knocked out. Peace and quiet. Honestly, man.
Yeah, man. This is how it is. Salam from India, bro.
Big up, man. India.
Big up. England put, what do they say? What is somebody saying about England?
If England win today, yeah.
If England put the United team out against San Marino, England would lose. Trust me.
Listen, mate.
Trust me.
It's all got a Southgate. Anyway, he's playing 5 in the back.
It's my gaff, Adam, right? This is my gaff, mate. Big up. It's my gaff, bro. They were saying, what's your take? There we go. They were saying, what's your take on Arsenal versus Liverpool? Do you reckon Arsenal will finish above us?
If all is in charge.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
Listen, at the end of the day, anything's in charge.
I think we're in a top 4 battle. You know
Listen,
what I mean? Top 6. West Ham are 6 points clear of us, Nuruddin. We have to worry about West Ham, you know.
West Ham, mate. Spurs are coming.
Spurs are coming, man.
Arsenal are coming.
Aston Villa with a new manager, you never know. Yeah. They could have a bounce.
Like Liverpool need to bounce back from that loss. So Arsenal, they've got a young team. Arsenal have got to get something. Arsenal have got to
get a draw at least.
Get a draw at
least. But then Liverpool will be out the title race if Chelsea win their game.
Exactly. So it's going to be a very interesting game.
Let me see. But Chelsea have got a tough run of fixtures. I think they've got Leicester away. Chelsea.
Of course, Jeff. Of course, that's what I'm saying to you. It is fucked. It is fucked, bro. It is messed up. A lot of people
Chelsea got Leicester away
stadiums
on Saturday.
Yeah.
Then they got United. Then they got Watford away. West Ham. Leeds at home. Everton away. Wolves away. Brentford away. Oh, Aston Villa away. You know what I mean? Then they got Liverpool, Man City, Tottenham.
See, I'm getting some cat advice here. No, can you tell me any good catnip? Anybody can tell me any good catnip? Because honestly, they see the way they're wrestling each other. Side. Have a look there. Look
mate, the honestly, what's get some cat?
The catnip is the thing that shows them out.
Is it?
Yeah. Respect Rio for calling this as a class of 92 should think about it. Maybe no Rio, but Rio's calling the manager, making it about a manager. Rio's not going about his best buddy that he was bigging up when we signed Ronaldo. He's not talking about that, is he, Fat Tor? He's not. He's not talking about the guy who ended his Manchester United career. He's not talking about that. He's not. Because that means then Rio then gets access.
Yeah.
Gets access to go and film on outside of the pitch and all of that stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, Aaron comes sometimes, but he's working in it. It's his working hours.
Yeah, man.
That don't coincide with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it is, Stephen Bass. If Arsenal draw it serious, that's a big result for them.
No, it's serious, man.
Arsenal just make sure they don't
I'm worried about Watford, man, because they showed signs against Arsenal away that they could do something.
Did he get injured? Did Tillemans get injured? Yeah.
Oh
yeah, he must have. Yeah. That was a massive blow. He's been their best player by far.
I think he'll do well, man.
I think Gerrard will do well. Yeah. Well, I think Gerrard is a footballing person, so he's got good coaches around him.
Yeah.
And Villa now will be inspired.
Absolutely.
Will be inspired. But of course, he's going to go through ups and drops because he's still a young manager. He's learning.
But they got a football structure, though. They got a proper CEO.
They got proper structure, mate. A guy who communicates. He
did it in Sky Sports. Why they sold Jack Grealish?
Exactly, communicates.
And he let Grealish go.
Exactly. Bro, first of all, they live in London. For me, I knew it was a divided protest because some of the people are not uniting against it. But I want to go to a proper protest where we do it before games and after games, where we stay sustained and protest. Yeah. And I said, because that will bring more eyes and ears to it. At a game. That's one of the reasons. Plus, I didn't want to back anything because I don't want the Glazers and the owners to be doing me a favor to getting rid of the manager. If we're a football club, no manager can sustain getting smashed by Liverpool and City at home and Leicester away and keep their job when you're supposed to be challenging for the title this season.
Yeah.
So why? That's why for me, because I knew he wasn't serious. But Saeed had to go to the protest to find out why he wasn't serious.
Why exactly?
And now what people are saying about him and that now, and people are trying to come after him. Neil Ashton,
I'm telling
Neil
you.
Ashton Burner accounts are coming after you.
There you go. I was almost as well trying to see it as a social experiment.
Yeah.
To see that, are people reckon will come to this protest? Let me see what it's about.
Of course he is. Rio was talking about when we signed Ronaldo, he was like, it was Ed Woodward who got it done.
Yeah.
People don't like. No, it's the reason why we're in this horrendous situation because of him.
Yeah.
And him and the other bankers, because he put his friends in charge. Then people wonder why Ollie putting his pals in charge. Because he comes from the top.
Absolutely.
He comes from the top. Every aspect of this football club is jobs for the boys, business FC. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And we'll end it on there. Saeed, don't get arrested.
This is sorry.
What's going on here?
You know this guy, Craig.
Yeah. What is he saying?
Saying, don't read out though.
I'll
message him.
Listen, big up to Craig, man.
Yeah.
Love and respect to you, man. We got, you're in our thoughts, bro. We'll get in touch. Peace, love, light, everybody. Take care. At the end of the day, go and do your own research. Don't listen to any word I say.
Yeah.
These three people in the thumbnail, the one behind, the tall one, is Matt Judge, chief negotiator of Man United contracts, Man United player contracts. The other two, the one on the right, to my right, is Richard Arnold, our next CEO, who's going to be in charge of the footballing matters. The next to him is the former CEO, who's now the consultant of Man United. It's the reason why Manchester United are the way they are.
Absolutely.
We've had over 200 of you watching, people.
Yeah.
Smash a like on the video. Please, that's the least you could do. So more fans can see this content. Because no other fan channel, no other fan channels other than me and Saeed or the Straight Jacket Podcast talks about this stuff. It's all about individual. The manager is the player. No, that's all spin. If your football structure is not right, your ambitions for the football club, if you want to go and win serious trophies, it's not right.
Yeah.
I got to go and take care of the kittens.
Yeah.
Peace. Love, light.
Podcast,
Bankers out. Glazers out. 5:30 Straight Jacket, where we talked about why the fan base is divided.
Yeah.
Many different factors, many different reasons. Watch that as well. Take care, people.
Big up, man.
Peace.